Okay, we're in tune.
We are.
At least you are. My guitar's close enough for what I need to do probably today. So
sounds good.
Well, what'd you work on?
We were working on the sevens,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a little confused with the dominant, finding the dominant sevens.
Okay.
The major sevens, I went through and found them all.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think there
I mean, as far as playing them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the dominant sevens, I couldn't remember exactly the method you showed me on how to make it a dominant seven.
Okay.
I know we're looking for the flat in this number 7.
Right. So what you listed here was the letters that are just 1, 3, 5, and 7 from whichever one, right? Which is a great place to start with this. But when we use the numbers, the plain numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, or a flat or something like that, each of the numbers has to represent the note that's in that scale.
Okay.
So, like in a C scale, what would any of these notes be sharped or flatted?
Yeah,
in
and
the C scale?
they would be. And I started with the root, and so I needed to make them.
So, what do you remember about a C scale actually, as far as what notes are in it?
The C scale is the one that they're all major. They're all
not major. What word are you looking for there? Or just name all the notes in a C scale. What would they be?
Well, it's C, D, E, F, G, A, B.
Yeah. Okay. Good. So what those have in common is that none of them are sharps or flats.
Yeah.
Right. And so the word you were looking for there was natural notes.
Natural notes.
Okay. On the piano, those are the white keys.
Okay.
Oops. Let me get my other piano. The white keys are the natural
yeah.
notes. Okay. And the black keys always have a sharp or a flat in their name. Right?
Yeah.
So natural just means it's one of the it doesn't have a sharp or flat.
Okay.
Right? And a C scale is the only one of those that does the only
yeah.
scale that doesn't have that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So actually these 4 notes that you put in here, 1, 3, 5, 7, C, E, G, B, are all the notes in all those notes are in the C scale.
Mm-hmm. So on our next one, F's going to be sharp.
Right. Okay. So we're looking at a D.
Yeah.
And what you have written there is DFAC, which is just, and again, every time you're looking for the letters of a chord, like the 1, 3, 5, or 7, or 9, or even bigger ones, it's a great idea to just rattle off the letters first, like knowing the alphabet in every other letter, and being able to say, oh, every D chord is going to be D, F, and A, but now I got to check it for sharps or flats,
yeah.
or check the distances. But it's always going to be those 3 notes, and if there's a 7th in there, that's always going to be C. Okay, so in this D scale, first thing is the 3rd note is going to be F sharp. Okay, and anything else, well, it doesn't look anything like a sharp, but you get the idea. The red mark.
Red mark's going to be sharp.
Yeah. So, and because we needed 2 whole steps to the 3rd.
Yeah.
Right. So the 2nd note would be E, and the 3rd would be F sharp. Okay. Would A still be okay in the D scale?
Well, the 3rd or 4th is a half step, and that would make it E.
Not E. If F
I'm
sharp,
sorry, G.
G.
So
the 4th would be G.
G, and then from 4 to 5 is a whole step, and that would be A. So
Right, so the A is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so just 1, 3, and 5 of a D chord is D, F sharp, A. Okay, and then what about C?
That is B to C is. Well, I'm throwing a blank. Is that Is that also a half step?
B to C is the other half step, right? Like
yeah.
E and F.
So so C would be sharp as well.
Right. So in a D scale, that's better looking sharp. Okay. So in a D scale, well, we actually kind of did the whole scale there, and we ended up with even though we only got 4 of them written down here. Okay. We had E as the 2nd, then F sharp as the 3rd, then G as the 4th, and A as the 5th, B, and then C sharp as the 7th. So the whole D scale ended up having only 2 sharps in it. But both of those sharps are part of the D 7th chord, the chord that has 1, 3, 5, and 7 in it.
Okay.
Okay?
That was good, though.
Want to play this?
Yeah, now that we've talked about our 7s, we just get into something that's got some 7s in it.
Yeah.
7s.
Okay, so how are you going to play this chord?
No, like that.
Way to go, good. Good. I was figuring after half an hour of this, I've totally probably confused you.
Melted my brain.
Yeah. And how you gonna play this one? Yeah, and this one. Good. And don't forget, this is one of the this is the one, E7 is the one of these that we didn't do today as far as major 7 goes, as far as figuring out how to play it. So I'm going to leave you alone on all that, and so next week, be able to play, figure out, make sure you can play all 5 of these both ways. Now, you know all the dominant ones right off the top of your head.
Yeah.
And most of the major ones, the other 4 we touched on all today.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're on your own for that. Okay, so play this and sing it.
No, I'm not that far, but I did get into starting to play it.
That quick
really
change
quick
from
change.
G minor to A, yeah.
Yeah, I'm still getting that one down, but so this is going to probably be terrible. So
okay.
I'll play it in a couple days. Let me get the tune in my
yeah. Nice. Perfect. Nothing to it.
Yeah.
Compared to the mental workout we just did here, that's a snap.